And like I mentioned before, the Lakers have been really good on defense for the past month, being the #1 rated defense since January 15th, having a 108 defensive rating, 0.2 higher than the second place team, that being the LA Clippers, better than teams like the OKC Thunder, Boston Celtics, and so on and so forth. But then along with that, have any top 8 offense, having a 117.1 offensive rating, being 4th in net rating with a plus 9.1, and all around have become a really well-rounded team, which has surprisingly ran through their defense. And like I referred to before, I think a lot of it really comes down to them over-relying on Anthony Davis and now simply not having that option. Now playing without him, they can no longer funnel guys to the rim at him, hoping that he'll deter the shot, block the shot, contest the shot, whatever it might be, and simply him doing the work for them. But again, now without him, I think they kind of realize they have to commit heavier on defense, play better one-on-one defense, talk more on defense, be more vocal on defense, play better team defense, and that's really come throughout their entire roster. Everyone from LeBron James all the way down to a guy like Jordan Goodwin, they're playing more committed defense and better energy on defense in general as well. Now obviously I think a lot of that coincides with the return of Jared Vanderbilt, simply the energizer bunny for their team and definitely a good guy on defense for their team as well. I think that's part of it, but it's not Vanderbilt alone, not only Dorian Finney-Smith alone, or even a guy like Jordan Goodwin, not the combination of them. Yes, they help, but it's simply more commitment on defense and buying more into that identity. And well, for what they've done good on defense, and a few noteworthy things to point out here. Obviously you've done a lot well on defense if you're the #1 rated defense, but a few things in particular, one of which being opponent points per game, holding their opponent to only 107.2 points per game in that 17 game time frame. That's top 3 in the entire league and very impressive. I mean, if you're holding your opponent under 110 points per game in the modern NBA, there's a pretty good shot you're going to win the game. And then on top of that, holding their opponent to only 43.5% from the field, #1 in the entire NBA. Then combined with an opponent 3-point percentage of only 33.4%, and that really tells you about how well-rounded their defense has been, not only at the rim or only at the 3-point line, but both of them, defending all 3 levels on the court and doing it at an elite level. It's been very impressive and very telling of how good and how locked in they've been on defense. And then on top of that, a factor we often forget to factor in with defense does happen to be rebounding. I mean, you can't get the ball back if you don't rebound the ball and keep your opponent off the glass, which they have finally gotten a whole lot better at doing. Since that January 15th timeframe, they've held their opponent to only 10.3 offensive rebounds per game, 5th in the entire league, along with limiting their opponent to only 40.4 total rebounds per game, #1 in the entire league, and simply put, that's something they're not doing earlier this season, giving up way too many offensive rebounds, way too many second chance points, and that often made the difference than winning or losing a game, which now they've finally taken the upper hand in. And with all of that being said here, what do you guys think? How do you feel about the Lakers being the #1 rated defense in their past 17 games now, despite not getting much credit for it or much talk about it, and more people actually talking about them being a bad defense? But then how do you think they maintain it, or can they maintain it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one. And if you enjoyed the video, then I'll greatly appreciate it if you dropped a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.